Any questions?
As you look back to Sunday, is there one throw that stands out to you as maybe the most impressive that you've had, either from identifying something or from talent standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I think he made a number of very impressive throws in that game. One of the ones that probably won't get noticed, I think, was it's funny you asked that. We were just talking about 2nd and 11. He hit Tim Patrick on a slant, and he was under center. And I just, it was a play that led to a first down that led to the big play to Noah that ended up being a scoring drive. And he was under center. He had to speed up. He threw it a little behind Tim, but most quarterbacks in the league would have had that ball tipped. The D lineman was coming free, kind of got his hands up, but his release, he was able to change his arm angle and fit it in there. And it was, those are little things that change games, and a lot of people don't notice.
What did Tim Patrick on the sideline when he's falling back and he falls into that kind of honeywell? Have you seen that in practice? I mean, where does that kind of throw right? He's kind of off balance a little bit, guy in his face.
Well, honestly, that's why Drew was such a highly regarded player in college. He just he could throw from different arm angles, see different platforms. He played in a spread offense that allowed him to improvise in some ways that didn't always have a rhythm to what was going on the play, and he had to find a way within the play to make it happen. And I think he's done a good job of that over his career, and I think it's one of his traits that's a real strength.
Rich, have you found that your O-line has had more room for error and has had more success with Drew's ability to get out of the pocket and improvise?
Yeah, I would say that without question, Drew has shown that he's had excellent pocket feel, and that innate feel to move in there has made it easier on the O-line. And then, one of the, as you go through this process, different quarterbacks, you get different styles, you get different from the defenses, D coordinators are going to attack you different ways. And when you're not a mobile quarterback and they just jam you and man you and rush for and close the pocket in, it's hard if you're not taking off and running. And when you can do that, it plays to your advantage if they do that, because you can improvise and make big plays. And I think that that's one of Drew's assets as well, and he's been using that, and he's done a good job so far doing it.
What's the biggest thing you want to see him improve on Sunday?
It's just, he's taken 2 steps and hopefully a real long journey as a career. And he's done some good things. He's been very humble. He's approached it the right way. And I just want to continue to see him to do that, because, this league can punch you in the mouth at any time. And there's going to be those setbacks. And so far he's shown to just keep plugging along, keep his feet on the ground, and work at his craft. And that's what I want to continue to see, continue to do that. And then as the game flows, he's going to bank reps with different scenarios, and he has to remember them and correct mistakes that he makes and not make them again, and continue to play at a high level.
In your experience, is feel something that can be coached or learned, or is that something that, like you said, it's innate, maybe you just have it or you don't?
Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of that, there's a lot of things that go with the position that you just can't teach. And those are, when you have guys like that, you hope that you can bring out the best in them. Drew has worked very hard. And when he was out, it was probably one of the best things that happened to him, watching some of the other guys. But he has changed his throwing mechanics since college, and it is showing up on the tape. His feet are in the ground. He's throwing with a great base, and it's why he's not retreating all the time. And he's throwing the ball more accurately. He's throwing the ball more confidently. He likes our footwork, and he's bought into it. And I think TC's done a great job of helping him with that as well. And I think that leads to what you're talking about, that feel, and it's helped it.
Talks about how you like the move in these film sessions with some humorous clips.
Whoa. I didn't know that.
And, that you might be Star Commander if he's Buzz Lightyear?
No, that is not true. I would say when after Joe got hurt and there was a lot, everyone's feeling the pressure and stuff's going on. I just wanted those guys to not lose sight of, hey, they're working their butts off. They come in this building, they're true pros. There's a ton of great character guys in that building right there, and they work their butt off, and they need to enjoy the process, because I know we'd come out of it. I know we will come out of it. It's a long journey. It's not easy, but they need to enjoy it too. And so, yeah, we've done some stuff in videos and stuff at night, but it's nothing revolutionary.
Time for a few more, guys.
Yes, go ahead, Ryan.
You've had a lot of young quarterbacks out of this relationship. How much have you seen TC grow in his position?
He's I'm very fortunate to have TC. He's grown tremendously. He's one of the few guys that I was able to bring in here that I knew and had worked with, and he understands the style, what we did in San Francisco, what's demanded of the position, and he can articulate that behind the scenes to the quarterback very clearly, and he can speak the same voice, and he's done a great job at that. I'm very grateful to have him, and he works his butt off, and I think Drew's really gravitated towards him. Brett has as well, and they have a great relationship, and I think that continues to work well, and you see it on the sidelines during the games, and I think they got a really good rapport.
Rich, is there a time when you deem it necessary to wean Drew Locko off of reading the plays on his wrist, or is it fine to do as long as he needs?
I'll do it as long as he needs it. In the end, it's what's made Drew comfortable. And in the end, it's our job to put players in a position to be their best. And if there's anything that goes with how you call a game that you can relieve that tension, we have to adapt. And we have. And I think we knew that coming out of preseason. We've had a plan all along. We've attacked it all off season, or all through the season. We've known when this was coming, how we were going to do it. And I think it's taken a stress out of his playing part of it that has allowed him to free up and make people around him better. And I'll do whatever it takes to make him great, and he'll do whatever it takes, and hopefully we can get there.
Rich, what stood out
Last one
about
here, Michael.
Noah Fant and the ups and downs that he's had this season, and when he has a game like he had on Sunday, does that kind of serve as validation for him and for you too? A little bit?
Well, I mean, I don't think we need validation. We know what he's got. I think the confidence that comes with that only accelerates him as a player in this league. We've known all along since the day he walked out here. We can see he's a physical blocker. When he has it in his hands, he's going to break tackles. He has that relentless edge that you need at the position. It's just, I've said it a few times, but it's so difficult to play that position in our offense in the league. It takes time, and he's growing. He's gaining confidence. He knows where to line up. When he breaks the huddle, it just gets easier, and you can function and play faster. And I expect him to be a great player in this league for a long time. That's why we drafted him, and he's got stuff he needs to continue to work on, and he's doing that, and very fortunate to have him.
Thanks, Coach.